Top 10 Best Things to Do in London. Attracting 27 million visitors every year, London is the most visited city in Europe. It's no surprise that London is top of so many people's travel plans. The city was founded by the Romans and has thrived over the centuries. Today, London is one of the most diverse cities in the world, with a rich history and some of the most outstanding culture on the planet. The City of London is the ancient centre of London but is actually the smallest city in England. The London that we're familiar with covers a much wider metropolitan area and is home to almost 9 million people. Split into the vibrant and distinctive areas of North, West, South and East London, as well as the commercial and tourist hub of Central London, every district has its own recognisable neighbourhoods. There is always something to see and do in London. With some of the world's best art, entertainment, shopping, dining, and history, it's impossible to be bored in London. Let's explore the best things to do in London. 1. Hyde Park. Hyde Park is possibly the most famous park in London, and it is one of the largest. The park has historical significance, having hosted a number of demonstrations and protests, including protests by the suffragettes. The park's famous Speaker's Corner is still occupied by debates, protests, and performance artists every week. The park is home to several memorial features, as well as 2 bodies of water, the most famous being the Serpentine. Here you can go paddle boating, see a number of swans, and take in a breath of fresh air in the centre of the city. 2. Westminster. Westminster is considered the political hub of London and is home to the Houses of Parliament and the world-famous Big Ben. Big Ben is the name of the bell housed within the iconic clock tower, and it still chimes every hour. You can also find Westminster Abbey here, which is open to the public most days. Whilst visiting these landmarks, be sure to rest your feet in Parliament Square, which features statues of important political individuals including Nelson Mandela and Winston Churchill. 3. Camden. Camden is a well-known cultural neighbourhood in North London. Known for its alternative culture, the crowds here are filled with goths, punks, rockabillys and tourists alike. Camden has a vibrant body mod community and you will find a number of piercing and tattoo shops in this part of town. Camden Market is eclectic and diverse, featuring street food from international cuisines, and lots of stalls selling trinkets and unique artwork to take home. Rummage through vintage clothing racks, find a used book to take on your travels, or visit one of the city's best vegan bakeries at Cookies and Scream. After your shopping spree, stroll down to Camden Lock to relax by Regent's Canal or walk along the water all the way to King's Cross. 4. London Eye. A trip to London isn't complete without a visit to the iconic London Eye. Originally constructed to celebrate the millennium, the Eye is a giant Ferris wheel offering gorgeous views across the city. At night, the wheel is lit up in seasonal colours and is the centrepiece of London's annual New Year's fireworks display. You can share one of the spacious pods with other keen visitors, or splurge on a private pod for you and someone special. Team your visit to the Eye with a trip to the adjacent London Aquarium to see aquatic creatures from around the world, including jellyfish, seahorses and crocodiles. 7. Thames Cruise. The Thames is the lifeblood of London, bringing industry to the city for centuries. It is England's longest river, leading into the North Sea at its end. It has been the base for settlements since prehistoric times, and was of strategic importance to the Romans and English kings, as well as during both world wars. There are a number of companies in London offering cruises across the Thames. Cruises run as regularly as every 30 minutes from several key locations. The cruises pass several key sightseeing locations, including Tower Bridge, the Houses of Parliament, and the London Eye. Some cruises run at night so you can see the sights all lit up, whilst others are served with a meal or afternoon tea. This is a lovely and unique way to view the city, travelling along the historic Thames. 8. Baker Street. One of the cultural staples of London is Baker Street, best known as the street that Arthur Conan Doyle's infamous detective Sherlock Holmes lived on. Today you can find a Sherlock Holmes museum near the Underground station, especially popular after the BBC revival Sherlock. Madame Tussauds is just around the corner, the internationally famous wax museum where you can pose with your favorite celebrities. Afterwards, escape the crowds of Baker Street in the nearby Regent's Park, or by climbing Primrose Hill for London's most spectacular view of the city. 9. Oxford Street. Oxford Street is not only London's top spot for shopping but is Europe's busiest shopping street. It has 300 shops and receives over 500,000 visitors every day. Shop till you drop in designer stores and internationally famous department stores like Debenhams and House of Fraser. Selfridges features intricate and beautiful window displays that change with the seasons. These frequently feature interactive windows and work by acclaimed artists. Around Christmas, the Oxford Street Christmas lights illuminate your shopping sprees and add some glitter to the evenings. 10. Galleries. London is an ideal city for art lovers with so many galleries to visit, featuring the best in classic and contemporary art. Most of the city's galleries are free to visitors, including the National Gallery in Trafalgar Square. The National Gallery has something for everyone with work by Da Vinci, Turner, Van Gogh and Rembrandt on display. For prolific modern art, visit the Tate Modern on the South Bank. The building itself is a piece of art, towering above the waterfront. Inside, find pieces by Picasso, Klee, and Delaunay. The gallery also features exciting temporary exhibits on every level of the building, making it the perfect place for an art fix. 11. Museums. London is one of the best cities in the world for culture, with a number of free museums to enjoy. On Exhibition Road in South Kensington, you can find many museums close together. Start with the Natural History Museum and pose for a photo with the infamous Diplodocus skeleton in the main hall. Explore the museum and find ancient fossils and stuffed animals, including a dodo replica. Afterwards, go to the Science Museum next door for hands-on activities and to investigate scientific progress throughout the ages. A short stroll to the Victoria and Albert Museum, V&A, will shift focus to cultural history. The V&A Museum has artwork on show alongside fashion and living tools from around the world. Here you will find art students diligently sketching the classical statues and ironwork. Finally, pay a visit to the British Museum, where you can see the Rosetta Stone, mummified remains and explore centuries of archaeological discoveries. 12. Buckingham Palace. A trip to London is incomplete without strolling through Green Park to catch a glimpse of Buckingham Palace. The palace has been home to the British royal family since 1837. It features 775 rooms and the largest private garden in London. Some of the palace is open to visitors, so you can see a little piece of the royal lifestyle. From outside, watch the world-famous changing of the guard. This procedure happens a few times every day and is a great opportunity to witness a historic tradition and the utmost discipline of the Royal Guard, who are all wearing the iconic London bearskin. Thank you for watching.